Hello everyone! For this segment I want to discuss something which is a little bit more serious than I generally do, which plagues a lot of people and isn't getting discussed a lot. Depression. I already see you thinking, but wait Anna, stop! I know you're a medical student and all, but what has this to do with gaming and with this Blender's theme? The last question I'm going to answer Anna style by doing a little skit.
Oh my god, did you hear? Anna has a depression. But no, that cannot be. Anna's always so happy and upbeat.
No! So, now we've answered that question, we're going to move on to the more important question. Why is it a great idea to play games with friends that suffer from a depression? 1. Games are a great way to interact in a predictable manner. They don't have to worry about what they and their friends are going to talk about. If they are not having such a great day and human interaction is hard, they can just focus on the game. And after a while, if they do feel better, they can start talking about the game. And maybe, just maybe, they'll even allow you to ask the most terrifying question of all.
So, how are you doing?
2. Games can be played at home. This doesn't sound like a big deal, but when it's already hard enough to get off the couch, the idea of having to drive a car, or even worse, having to go by public transportation, to do something you are already feeling a little bit anxious about, aka meeting people, it can just be too much, especially if this would be a crowded area. At home, or even at someone else's home that you already know, which by the way comes with the bonus of not having to death stare people out of your house, it can feel a lot more comfortable. 3. Games are a great way to immerse yourself in another world for a couple of hours and just focus on that quilt instead of your brain that is talking to you the whole time with things like, oh my god, that person didn't text me back, they probably hate me right now, are those blue check marks? I'm terrible! And instead of that, you can just focus on getting your quilt done. So, what are in my opinion some games that are excellent to play with people that suffer from a depression or even not feeling so well? Play co-op games. Gaming has to be fun. And when you're not feeling so well, confrontational games are sometimes a little bit too much. Co-op games are a great way to boost someone's feeling of self-worth. And be honest, how much fun is it to be able to high-five and share the joyful experience of winning with other people? If you don't want to play co-op games, because maybe that's just a little bit too much talking negotiation, play games where there is something that in the end you can be proud of, despite having won or not. Games like Ticket to Ride, Sky and Kanagawa are great examples of games that you just did. This way, even when they lose, they still feel like they accomplished something, which sometimes can be a very hard emotion to get to when you're feeling depressed. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Maybe as a friend of someone who went through a depression or is going through a depression, or just maybe you are just experiencing it yourself. Just know that you're not alone. And when you see me at Essen, I'm always in for a game. Except when my dice get stuck in the dice tower. Then you'll just have to leave me alone for a couple of minutes.